FSG here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the in-cab experiment. I'm very conscious that the first episode was only a couple of days ago, but I was quite enjoying it, so I knocked out another episode pretty quickly for it. So I really hope the first one has captured your attention. But we're going to pick up where we left off. We've got a little bit of straw on the first field we combined, and we've got a whole field of hay that we need to get started on. So I am going to drop the Disco off from the New Holland because we don't have enough horsepower in the little John Deere to power the baler, which was a little bit of a faux pas on my point, so we may just upgrade that engine slightly in future. But for now, yeah, we'll drop the mower off here and we will get started with the baler. So, we work out what's going on here. There we go. What I'm going to do is just spin this around and drop it on this side. There we go. We're all good. Dropped off. Detached. We'll do the same with the rear one, and we can come back and then pick this up pretty easily when we need to do some more mowing, which isn't going to be too far away. So let's just reverse up and drop this off. Here we go. Bit scrappy maybe. And then we're going to head over here. Pick up the baler. There we go. Got a good angle there now. Right, let's hook that up. See if we can get out of here without hitting any fences or walls or anything. Yeah, we've got space there. We're good. We're good. Right. I think we go and do the straw first. There's only a little bit of that. We'll maybe need to jump back into the combine after we've done these bales as well. Or we could do a little bit of bale stacking. We shall see. So we picked up the round baler. I know I've got the square baler we talked about last time, the Crone. But I think this probably works the best for us. Just for the size of the bales. I think I talked about it in the last episode. For mixing TMR and stuff, you don't want too big a bales, especially when you've only got a small mixer, because you end up with too much of your mix and then you can't sort it out. So, right, here we go. Let's just sort things out for a second. Now, interestingly, I found you can pause BMI for something like this where I want to go up to the top. I want to do automatic drop. And I want to turn bale wrapper off. So there we go. Now when I'm happy everything is how I want it, I can hit another button, switch on my eye tracking again. So it's quite a good way of doing it. I like that. Now if I've done this right, it ain't going to wrap these bales. Right. Let's see how we get on. Proof will be when I turn around now and there's either a swath behind or there's not. I can tell because the baler is half full already, so that's a good sign. Yep, looking good. Okay, we just got to crack on now and get these done. I do like this. It makes you concentrate, which is good. I mean, we don't need VCA or anything like that at this point, because you can follow your lines. But alright, is that us? I can't tell. I think so. I thought I had automatic drop on, but clearly I didn't. Well, maybe need to check that. Right, round again. There's our first bale. That's a good sign. Just check automatic drop again here. Right, reset. Let's see what happens this time. Coming up to the end of the first bale here, 70, 80%. Let's see what it does here. Okay, we're off. Did that drop the bale? I think it must have. It did not. It's still sitting on the back of the baler then. Okay. What's going on there then? So we'll just do it by hand now. For ease. There we go. Right. Just this full pass, and then that kind of, it's half a swath on the other side. We ran up here, and then that is the field done. A handsome 2.5 bales. Maybe we'll squeeze up to 3 bales out of here, but it ain't much, is it? These are just 125s as well, so not big bales. Of course, it's a very small field. We have got other fields. We've got some quite big fields actually, so we're not going to struggle for bales. But there we go. We are on our way. First few bales, first few fields. So there's our second bale, that's good. And we've got 73%. Are we going to get enough to get a full bale here? If we don't, it's fine because we've got unload early for bales. But no, we're way off actually. I am going to roll around this. It's going to be fun picking these up, to be honest. I look forward to that. Right, there we go. Let's just stop that for a second. Power it down. Now, I'm going to just switch this off again so I can work out. I don't know what unload bales early is. There we go. Oh. There it is. Then I would probably need to hit the Y button. Unload it from the back of the baler. Can't see anything out of these mirrors, so it makes it very difficult to see what's going on. If I roll around here now, there should be a bale on the ground, and there is. Right, so we are fully empty. Obviously we don't want to wrap those. We don't want to wrap these hay bales now either, so let's head down. Let's get these sorted next. Right, here we go to the field now. Trying to decide whether or not we do the headlands first or we do the up and down rows first. I'm going to go with the headlands though, just to clear the outside of the field, make it easier to turn around and things like that. But we do run the risk then of having the odd bale sitting there, which will annoy us. I'm going to attempt to go for automatic drop as well. I thought I had it turned on, but let's fire things up. Let's dive into here. Get lined up where we're happy. Pick up, drop down, and away we go. Now there are, I think, considerably more bits of crop in here, so we'll get bales a bit quicker. It's a good crop of grass, this. So there we go, first bale done already. Oh, there we go, it's just stopping while it unloads. Now will it pick it out altogether? Or not? I think it did. Took a bit of time. I think it did it. Right. Let's crack on. Look in the mirror now, see if it appears in the mirror at any point. Might do when we go around this corner. Got another bale coming now. I can't tell what's going on here. It looked like it was on manual there, but I thought I'd done it the other way anyway last time around, so when I get to here I should be able to see. It's dropped the two of them together, hasn't it? So we were clearly on the wrong setting, but we should be on the right one now, so good test. Next bale should drop onto the field and then we are good to go. Need some better mirrors, or better angled mirrors. I'm going to have to get the adjustable mirrors mod, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, the bale dropped then, you can see it in the mirror. Thank goodness for that. Right, we've got our settings right. We can settle in and get this field cleared. So, I guess nothing more to do than see when we're done. Right, here we go. Last row done. There's a chunk of bales off this, isn't there? Now, you need to pick these up and put these on a trailer at some point. Now, because they're hay, I can use a spike rather than a grab, which is good. Same with the straw. Obviously, when we come to the silage bales at some point in the future, we don't have that luxury. We're going to have to get a bale grab for those. But for now, I think we're alright. We're just watching it unload there. All good. So, there we go. We've got a tiny little bit of a bale here. So, we will just throw this out. In fact, do we leave this in? Let's just pull the HUD up for a second. 27%, only 1,200 litres. I'm going to drop it out because I don't know whether or not we're going to use this for bales, for hay bales or straw next. So it is on the back. Good. It has spat it out. So I jump back in now and just hit Y. Should eject it for us. And it has. I'm impressed with that bale though. I like that a lot. Very cool. Right, let's get this back to the yard. I'm just trying to decide what I do next. Do we pick up the bales or do we go and do a bit of common? Let's pick up a few bales, shall we? Just to do something different again. That was good fun though. That worked well, the baler. I'm getting more and more comfortable with this all the time. It feels very natural now. Maybe a little bit. Almost want to turn down my eye sensitivity a bit, or my head turn sensitivity. So we'll keep playing with the settings until we really optimise it, but I'm going to put this baler in this shed for ease as well, so let's just reverse it in at the back. Again, nice little challenge, the reversing, so always fun to keep doing it. Shut my door again, still haven't fixed that keybind. Right, here we go. There we go, I think that'll do. I'm not sure how straight it is, but at least we can pick it up next time. Let's have a look. That's pretty accurate. I mean, we've left it pretty tight. Nobody's getting that out of there until we move the baler, but I don't think we need that front loader anytime soon. Right. Bailey trailer. Let's go and pick up some bales. I could use the other tractor for this, but as we're in it, might as well use this one. And it is tucked in this shed. Again, more reversing and more hitching up. So, let's see how we get on. Gonna move this old boy first. This could be fun. Oh, it's all good. Nothing to worry about here. Just pop this over on this side. It's easy enough to do. There we go, not getting anybody's way with that. Yep, this is what we want. We can reverse straight back and grab it now. Then up to get the telehandler. Now the telehandler from in-cab for loading bales. I am looking forward to that. That's going to be a different kind of experience. Right, where's my rear hitch? There we go. That helps if I can just see it. Perfect. First time. hooked up. Let's get this to the field, shall we? Now, I've just stopped here. There's our bale field. That is our wheat field over there. You can see. Can you just see? By the trees there, that is ours. And there's another one behind it. And they are bigger fields, so combining in those is going to take a bit more time. So, looking forward to that. This is not our field here. You can tell, because there's loads of weeds on it. We would never have that. Right, usual story with the bale trailer. Let's put it on a flat area. So this top part of the field, probably not ideal, but somewhere in the middle should be good. We're going to need more than one load here as well. That's going to be interesting. So somewhere about here, and we'll just dance around it with the telehandler. So there we go. That'll do us for now. Power it down. Let's get the telehandler. Yeah, that's nice and flat, isn't it? Perfect, in fact. Right, this is going to be the first challenge of all challenges, isn't it? Seeing if we can get our eye in with the telehandler. Going to be totally different to loading out with the cab. Right, here goes nothing. Now, this is actually a bale and pallet storage shed. As you can see, there's one bale left from last year in here, so actually, once we've done this, we'll need to move the telehandler out of here, but let's see how we get on, shall we? We've got the bale grab there for silage bales on, but we do have a spike over here, so let's grab that. Drop this one down. Yeah, trying to get my bearings about me here. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And get lined up for this one. There we go. Hooked up. Now, you can see, hopefully, down in the bottom corner, I have got a little tool that tells me the angle of my front. So 0 means it's pan flat, and you've got the height up as well. So just a little something to help me, because I am in cab. But let's reverse out of here, and let's head to the field. But here we go. This is quite nice to drive, actually. I love the visibility in it as well. Very nice. Now, the ability to load bales, that's a different thing altogether, so let's give this a whirl, shall we? See how accurate we can get with this. So we are at a height of 0.8 of a metre at the moment, so my judgment suggests that a bale should spike around about there. I didn't even see what that was at. Should have paid attention to that, so what we'll do, get this off, and then we'll see what we've got now. I cannot see anything. Let's go a bit higher, and then visually I can see what's happening. But here we go. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. So this is where we want it level. 0. There we go. That's good. Reverse. 1 bale on. Okay. We've got a few more to go now. Let's see how we get on, shall we? Yeah, I predict it's about 0.8 meters. Let's try that. No, lower than that, isn't it? 0.6, 0.5, half a meter maybe. This is sweet spot. Right, bale number 2. And if we can nail this, without knocking the other one off. Pretty happy with that. Okay. That was pretty good. Just gonna drive around the side here and have a look and see if we've messed up the other one. No, that looks pretty good to me, right? We're going to collect some bales. We'll see you when we're done. Right, I've got to say, we are doing so much better than I was expecting. I've got my first little challenge here, though. I've got to squeeze a bale into this gap here. So, I'm just going to readjust this one, see if it can sit a little bit further over, so I can wedge another one here. My other option is that I drop it in from higher up. It kind of finds its way in there, so we'll see. Actually, that, if it doesn't roll when I undo it, I think there's enough of a gap there. It's tight, but it might be alright. But I've got to say, I mean, I have done worse loading than that before, so let's see how we get on with this next one. We've not got masses of bales left on the field either, to be honest. I think, what's this? We've got 5 here? I think that's a lot then. So, yeah, the biggest challenge here is we're going to have bales surrounding us. So whether or not I've spiked that in the middle, I've been kind of going to one side. You might have picked that up in the montage there. But I've been kind of going to one side. I think I might do that again. I might reset this, because then I can kind of have to spike the other bale as I go in, and that's where the kind of problems might start to arise. So let's see, we're going to have to get this pretty spot on, to be honest. Let's try and get our forks centered, and let's try and see how we get on here. I did try picking up 2 together at one point, just to see how that was. It was alright. Yeah, this is the problem there, look. We've got to be perfect here. So, if it goes quiet, you know why. In fact, I am going to do it this way, I think. If I can. Can't do it this way, but I can line myself up this way. So that's pretty well lined up. So if I go down now and roll forward, see how this goes. No. That might work now. Pushing our luck here, I think. You know what I might do though? Although that said, that now looks pretty accurate. We're on the bales behind, so let's reverse up slightly. Align things. Sorry, this is challenging to say the least. I'm going to explode everywhere if I'm not careful. Fighting with FarmSim physics as well. Okay, there we go. Come back. Bingo! There we go. Full set of bales. Fantastic. Right. Let's grab these last few. And then we'll admire our handiwork from the outside. I've got a bit overconfident now. I've got 2 here, and I've got another 2 after this. And then we're done, so... yeah, I think I might have got a bit cocky, but... see how we go. Okay, first one's alright. I'm going to sort this one, though. I don't like that. Hanging over the side a bit. And we've done so well so far, it would be a shame to spoil it now, wouldn't it? So, this one... just up a little bit, in a little bit, and back down. There we go. Right. Back us up a bit. That's not perfect, but it'll do. Right. Last 2, well, 1.5, because that is a tiny bale at the top there. Let's do these as a doubler as well, shall we? Try and pick up a bit of speed and a bit of time. There's one. Yeah, the challenge is seeing under the arm actually with the other side. That would be my only observation. Picking them up with one side of the spike is definitely part of the gig. It's easy. The other side, definitely more of a challenge. That and lining things up. Right, here we go. Let's see how close we can get now. Right, you're on just about... I've got to get them almost the same height off the floor as well. That's half the battle. Right, that, I think, is not half bad. Let's see, how badly did I stack these top 2? Could I get the other 2 on the front next to them? And actually, they're not bad, are they? They aren't bad, so let's see how terrible this goes. I thought we'd be more than one run, but actually, it's a bigger trailer than I thought this. There we go. Little kiss on the other bale. Oh, okay, calm down. Calm down, FSG. That's interesting. Let's try... got too cocky there, right at the end. They weren't that level, actually, on the spike. Which caught us out there, so... I have to pick this one up again. I'm going to have to do it on the blind side, so here we go. Got the bale. Okay. Spike near the top of it though, so actually, because we're on the second level, you can see a bit more. You can see underneath. If I whip this around, let's see how we go now. Might be alright here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it wasn't pretty, but it's worked. Can I nudge it without destroying everything? Almost. I think the other one's hanging off the other side now. That, actually, look at that. I am happy with that. Look at that. That is pretty good for a first attempt. Let me know in the comments if you think it's an absolute disaster or not a bad first go. Completely in cab, with Be My Tracker. I'll take that. Right. Let's ratchet this up. We're doing it now. All our hard work end up back on the floor because we don't ratchet it up. So there we go. Right, there's some straps on this trailer as well, isn't there? Right, we'll get this back to the yard, then we'll follow on with the tractor. And we've got to get these unloaded. Now, I am going to say to you that bale loading, or that kind of storage loading point, I'm not going to unload these and try and load them by hand. I am not a complete masochist, so we will use the bale storage shed. So we'll just need to drop them into the unload point to get them off, which is, I think I've earned that, surely. Right. We'll drop this, we'll go back for the tractor, we'll get them unloaded, and then we'll see where we are after that. Right, I've just made an exec decision as we were driving past. We'll grab a couple of these straw bales as well. There is another one, which we'll come back for in a minute. We'll pop these in the storage point as well, because we will need these at some point in the future as well. So I believe the trigger is around about here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'm just going to go and grab that other one now. And then they're in and safe, which is good. And then we'll go and get the trailer load. Right, another bale down. There we go. Right, then it's unload the trailer time. Now, we're not going to cheat and just drive the trailer over. I'm not going to be that crazy. I will unload them properly. Right, here we go. Shut the door. Let's head back to the yard. With our trailer full of bales. Very exciting. This has gone extremely well. I have got to say, I was prepared to record all of this and show you a pretty horrendous escapade, and actually I'm slightly blown away with how well that went. So, maybe there's something in it. Maybe there's something with this in the cab and with the Be My Tracker as well, which gives you a little bit more flexibility about what you can see and where you can see. There could be something in it. Who knows? Right. We are going to get these unloaded and then see where things are at. Now here we are, so let's roll around here. Give the telehandler the best chance of getting things unloaded if we can. That looks pretty good to me. About there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Should be able to access all of those quite easily. Right. Let's get these off and start unloading. Right, here we go. Crossing my fingers, this shouldn't be as difficult as loading them. But we've said stuff like that before, so let's see how we get on. First two. I wonder if we can grab the other two from this side as well. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Watch where we're going in reverse as well. We don't want to hit anything. Don't want to hit any buildings. Right, there we go. Okay. Get into the swing of this now. So, little time lapse while we get this done, and then we'll come back for a chat. Right, last bale. That was pretty quick, and I don't think we hit any walls or anything, so that's positive. There we go. Let's get this last one unloaded. And I think we'll probably call it there. This is great fun, guys. You have to give this a go. You have to give this a go. Genuinely had such a laugh with this. Really different in terms of gameplay. Totally changes the game. So there we go. Let's just pop that there for now. It's magic. I love it. I love it. So what we're going to do now, I think we'll just leave the trailer there actually, and we'll sort that out at a later date. I think next job, get all these fields combined, get all the straw in as well. So more combining, more bale loading over the next couple of weeks, but or the next couple of episodes. The rate we're going, we might be doing more than one a week. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you again then. I am having a blast with this. Totally adds a new dimension. So, thank you to Be My Tracker for coming up with such an ingenious little tool that costs as little as it does. If you are interested in it, have a look at the link in the top corner here where I first reviewed it. And there's also a link in the description as well if you want to pick it up and support the channel. But for me, for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.